First of all, get a little bit of wool and put it inside your template. Fill it up as much as you can, making sure you get some in all the little pieces, especially around the tail. And then once you've done that, get your needle and start poking the wool. Okay, so you use your needle going straight in and straight out, some gentle pokes, and this will help to mat the fibres together. And as you can see, I've put a bit of extra wool into the nose there, because just make sure you've got plenty of wool. And you just keep poking. Okay, you've got 2 needles in the kit, so that is in case one of them breaks. But what you need to do is just not be heavy-handed and just poke straight in and straight out, and then you won't have any problem. And you just keep going all the way down the body, round the tail, just being careful not to get too close to the template, because then you'll damage your needle. So gently does it, just keep going, and you just keep going over each little part. You can see I'm putting a bit of extra wool around the seahorse's tail. So you don't want to worry too much at this moment about going around the edges. You just want to get the wool into the template and just gradually keep using the felting needle to mat the fibres together. Okay, so every now and again you just want to lift it or move your template to make sure the wool is not getting joined onto your felting mat. And what you can do as well is every now and again turn your template over and felt from the other side. And you just keep going. You just work your way methodically down the template, making sure you just gently matting all the fibres together. As you can see there, sometimes when you move it, it just comes out of the template. You just got to gently push it back in and just carry on. It will take you longer than you think. Just keep persevering, and you just keep working your way down the template. Once it's all secured, you can then start to concentrate on the edges. Okay, you'll see that I'm going to speed it up now. You don't want to watch me do this for quite a while. So just keep carrying on. You just methodically work your way down your seahorse, just moving it occasionally so it doesn't stick to your felting mat. Make sure you work all the way around all your edges, because that's the bit you need to concentrate on. And then, as you can see here, I'm picking it up and feeling it, and you can feel where the gaps are. Perhaps hold it up to the light, you might be able to see some of the gaps. You can just put a little bit more wool in the gaps, especially where the points are on the back of his body. That just tends to need a little bit extra wool in there, and that way you can concentrate on making those beautiful pointy bits along his back. Okay, you can see now I've just held it up to the window so you can see if the light is coming through. So you just add a bit more wool into the bits where the light is coming through, and you just keep going. So you just gently put those bits in, being careful because you're right up against the template, just not to catch your needle on the template. Again, make sure it doesn't stick to the felting mat. You can see just putting little bits in as I go, and you can always add more. Okay, so there's no rush to put lots in, just do it bit by bit. You can see I'm spreading it to all those little spikes along his back. I'll spread it up a bit now for you, and I'll just carry on doing a bit more of the same. And if you can see that you've got, you can see the edges of where you put the extra wool in, you just need to put a little tiny bit over the top and fill that in, and then that will cover all the edges for you, and it'll all be one nice smooth surface. And you just go all over it again, making sure you've got to all those corners. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit for you. Again, making sure that it doesn't stick to your felting mat, and remember to turn it over and felt from the back as well. Okay, keep going until you're happy with how it feels. You can see sometimes I pick up the template and feel the wool, and you can feel whether it is ready or not. If you're not sure, just keep going, add a little bit more on. There we are. Gently lifting it off the mat, and you can see the finished seahorse. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to concentrate on the edge of the seahorse. You can see here that it's quite easy to poke your fingers. So I'm using some of our Poppy Dragon finger guards, but 2 pieces of card would work just as well. Just put either side of your seahorse, and then you want to go in at the edge, concentrating on the edges, and then the bit of wool in between as well. Especially concentrate on the spikes around the head of the seahorse, because these just need to be a little bit more defined when they come out of the template. So you just need to gradually work your way all the way around the outside of the seahorse's outside the edge, just reinforcing the edge. It just stiffens it up a bit and makes it a little bit more sturdy. And again, it's working, doing each edge and then the bit down the middle, as you can see I'm doing here. Just be really careful of your fingers at this point. And I'm going to speed the video up now so you can see I go all the way around the seahorse's body. And there you are, you can see our finished seahorse now.